I'm a massive fan of Battlefield games, and I've been a Battlefield veteran since Bad Company 2 days. And these tips I'm about to cover helped me out so much, I couldn't believe I didn't know most of them. So if you're a new or veteran player, this will be a massive help for you too. And also thank you to EA for sponsoring this video by giving me a game code. Up first is the Recon drone. The Recon drone has a couple of party tricks that a lot of players don't know. We all know it's great at spotting enemies with its thermals or normal view, but the drone can easily trigger enemy landmines and claymores to explode, and they can kill enemies and even blow up enemy tanks. It is very helpful when pushing objectives. Plus, your tank friends will love you for clearing those landmines that are always haunting them every corner they take. You can also put C4 on your drone for solo hunting, because you don't need a squad to do it for you. But the more C4 on your drone drain its batteries quicker, so it won't fly for longer than about 10 seconds. It would be nice if this got extended at some stage. The drone is unlocked at level 10. The drone can also be used to destroy any enemy gadget, like spawn beacons, claymores, or motion sensors. Up next is tagging or spotting enemies. It isn't super easy to understand when you're starting out, but when looking at an enemy, you will see the orange diamond shape above their head. If it is a hollow shape with just the outline, this means the enemy is only spotted on the map for you. If the shape is solid orange, that means that other players on your team can also see them spotted. When tagging enemies, tap the button twice, as this spots the enemy for much longer before it disappears. Spotting on PS5 is L1 and left bumper on Xbox, and Q for PC. Next is the class bonuses. Even though weapons are not locked to one of the 4 classes anymore, each class has powerful bonuses when using their intended weapon type, so it's important to know what they are so you can be as strong as possible. Up first is the Assault. The Assault obviously has bonuses with the Assault Rifle, for faster draw times, fire quick after sprinting. Also, faster progress with objectives, for example capturing points in Conquest or arming or disarming bombs in Rush. Up next is the Engineer, and theirs is with the SMGs. They have improved hipfire control. You will also take less explosive damage when near friendly vehicles, and you prevent enemies from stealing these vehicles. Next is the Support, and their weapon is LMGs. They get faster aim down sight speed and no sprint speed penalty when carrying LMGs. Squad members can interact with you to get health and ammo. Fourth is the Recon, and theirs is with sniper rifles. They get reduced weapon sway, quicker rechambering between shots, and better breath control for steadier aim. If you look at enemies whilst aiming down sights, it will spot them, and this will mark them for everyone on your whole team. Up next is how to be the best medic. Battlefield 6 is always action-packed, so make it easier on your down teammates and ping them to let them know you're on your way to revive them. This is great for you and them because they will generally wait when they know you are coming, and not just smash that revive button and wasting your time. Whilst running to the down teammates, use that time to charge your defibs by holding R2 on PS5. And this is because charged defibs give more health to players when they are revived compared to a just tapped button. Here you can see I charge a defibs and the teammate gets full health back when they get revived. Whereas here, I don't charge them and the teammate only gets about half their health back. You also run a lot quicker when you have your defibs out instead of a weapon. Up next is the mounting weapons benefits, which are massive. If you're in the right situation, you should always mount your weapon when holding a point, or even if you know you're about to be in a firefight. This is because firing from a mounted position turns your gun into a laser beam with barely any recoil, and it even gives you a smaller hitbox, which means it makes it harder for the enemies to hit you when they're shooting back. Mounting to objects is easily done by pressing R3 on the right stick. Here you can see how much smaller your hitbox is when mounting your gun compared to standing behind the cover. And if you think crouching is better, you will be behind the cover, but you won't be high enough to stick your gun over and see anything, so you need to be mounted. And this will make you harder to spot and much safer when defending your position from enemies. Sometimes I find the mounting doesn't clip on properly to the object, so when this happens, I walk into the object and then back a very small amount, and then the mount usually happens easily. Up next is firing range benefits. Whenever you want to try new attachment combinations on your weapons, you should always test them in the firing range first, as it's so quick to do straight from the loadout screen. Much faster than loading into multiplayer just to find out you didn't like the change you made and having to switch it back and then go back into another multiplayer game to test it again. Here you can do all that in one easy place. You can also use this place to practice your mounting weapons and even to see recoil patterns when crouched, prone, or even standing, and hip fire accuracy. Changing the vehicle binding buttons or keys is so helpful, especially for tank gameplay and more importantly for main battle tanks. The standard movement controls for tanks in Battlefield 6 are very slow and clumsy, at least on consoles anyway. Countless times I would push backward on the analog stick and the tank would go in the opposite direction and go forwards, making it so hard to avoid enemy helicopters, jets, or even those pesky engineers. And it would drive me absolutely crazy. But luckily there's an easy fix for this. Go to Settings, Controller, Edit Settings, Ground Vehicle Driver Control Mapping. And here I change move forward to R1 and move backward to L1. This gives me so much more responsive control and allows great maneuverability. Expanding your mini-map size. This is a very simple but very helpful tip. You can expand your mini-map a lot compared to the default size, and this will help you in-game massively, making it much easier to see where spotted enemies are. To change this, go to Settings, System, Mini-map, and you can make a lot of changes here. Not just the little change I said, but you can even say how far out you want your mini-map zoomed in or out, so you can get even more view. The Battlefield 6 home screen can be a little overwhelming at first, with all the different game mode tiles everywhere. But under the Community tab is where you will find the Portal game modes. And this is where there is some really fun game modes the community has created, including Zombie Survival or Air Superiority, to name a few. But there is also some bot servers that are great if you want an easy way to level up to unlock weapons and attachments much quicker than the standard multiplayer. To make sure you get full access in the Portal game mode, make sure the official rules tag is ticked. I think Portal is going to be crazy in the future once the community know how to best use it. If you know of any great Portal game modes at the moment, please let me know in the comments below because I'm keen to try them out. Last but not least is weapon inspection, and this is a very nice touch. It lets us get a better look at our camos and attachments that we've worked so hard for. I know it doesn't have any benefits to gameplay, but I really like it. On console it's easy to do. Just hold down on the right arrow on the D-pad and move R3 around to change the angles of your view that you want to have a look at. Thank you all for watching this far into my video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe as it really helps my little channel out. If there are any other important tips you think I missed, please let me know. Bye!